Today we are at TK MAXX, or TJ MAXX if you're in America. This might be one of those stores that you hear other people saying, oh, I found this little bargain there. And you think, whenever I go in, I feel completely overwhelmed, don't know where to start. So I'm going to see if I can spot any pieces in the store and what I'd be looking for as a stylist that would bring something interesting to my wardrobe or my client's wardrobe. So let's see if we can find anything. Okay, so first off, I think when you come into the store, it's about having a headspace of curiosity. Like, what can I find? Rather than feeling like, oh, this feels a bit much. So really think about what it is, you know, that just be open to things rather than kind of feeling tight. So first thing I felt curious about was the color of these sweatshirts. Love that they've done this comic relief collaboration. And I think that is just such a fun, silly, playful collaboration. So if you've got some at-home sweats that are all feeling a bit kind of flat, maybe something like that could be a really nice way just to add a little bit of color and lift. But where I want to take you is actually to the men's department, because I think that's often where you can find some really interesting pieces. So let's go up. So immediately with the men's, I do think their sweatshirts are always quite interesting. I mean, I've just come across this lovely chalky kind of buttermilk sweatshirt with this little embroidered heart by a Portuguese brand called Inimigo. $19.99, and it says its RRP is £150. So that's a pretty good price. I think also in the same remit, things like fleeces. See if we can find any decent ones. Can be quite good quality, like that. I also think that if you're thinking to tapping into a trend, a bit like rugby shirts that are happening at the moment, that's something to look for. So I'm going to keep my eye out for them. When I'm rummaging through the rails, what I'm trying to look for is like something that stands out. So probably not something in blue and green, something that's a color that I wouldn't expect, maybe something that's an interesting texture. Or I'm looking for something that might help me tap into a little bit of a trend. It's amazing the range of brands that you can get in somewhere like this. Okay, that's quite cool. Essex Tiger, I love the shaping. I'd quite like that with a little shirt underneath. You could even get a really big one and maybe wear it as a little mini dress if you're a bit younger. I also think I could even get a tailor to open up the seams to create a bit more shape if the weight of this band is a bit small. But I love the mix of the colours. I mean, puffers galore. Are there any decent ones? Well, that's quite fun. Little bomber jackets. I think finding these like sporty, cool pieces is what I'm looking for. A Rebel. I like the kind of curved sleeve, kind of all the traditional bomber bits on it. $39.99. Maybe a bit more of a shine than I'd want, but quite cool. Let's see if we can find any more. I think one of the things to think about is really like you have to go through the rails because you might just get the one-off piece. So that's quite a fun little fleece. And fleeces are great for adding a bit of texture at home, or, you know, putting underneath a puffer. I think sometimes we need a colour that lifts our spirits if we're walking the dog, you know. This is just a nice men's. I wouldn't necessarily so much for women's, but I love that kind of padded worker jacket. I think it's really cool. I definitely find the men's less overwhelming. This is cool. Kind of a big puffer. Feels very good quality. So definitely I think outerwear is always something to look for. It's $49.99. If you're looking for overshirts, I think, again, anything that's that kind of work or sports vibe, TK MAXX is a great place to come and have a look. I think when you're in a place like this, if you start feeling despondent, like right now, I'm thinking, oh my God, am I going to find anything? I think that sometimes just, you know, saying to yourself, it's all right, we're just here to be curious. Don't put the pressure on finding the thing. Just see, just be open to it. See if the magic comes. It's all about that positive intention. If you are wondering, where do I begin? Think about, you know, things that are maybe timeless that you don't have in your wardrobe, something that is not going to go out of fashion. So for instance, like a Wrangler denim shirt. Do you actually own a denim shirt? Because these are so useful for layering. Like that under that first sweatshirt that we saw would be really cool. And that's something that is never going to date. And it's £24 in store. I think I might have to try that on actually, because it could look quite cool under the red as well. We just put this on, and this is definitely a woman's shirt. It's another good reason to try stuff on. This should be downstairs. I'm quite enjoying it. See, you don't know what you're going to find. The shopping gods, we have to pray to them, and often they'll help us find us little fun pieces. Okay, I'm feeling more optimistic now. You see, you get one win. And then I was having an interesting chat with a client yesterday about luck, and she was saying that she feels quite a lucky person in her life. And we were talking about how for some people luck is like integrated into their identity of who they are. But for others, they don't feel lucky, they lives. But actually luck and that feeling of being lucky can be a practice. So maybe coming into shop could be your opportunity to think, right, you know, am I lucky today? I'm normally lucky, so why wouldn't I find something? Okay, there was that brand Folk that we were just talking about. That is a very nice heavyweight t-shirt, almost a slightly velvety. I think that would be a really good basic in your wardrobe. And if you're a woman and you need something to be shorter, you could get that quality t-shirt and still, you know, you could just trim it, cut it off a bit. All right, I've just put the shirt underneath the coat. I love how the denim plays with the check coat. What do you think? Should I get it? Tempted. I feel like it's a timeless thing. Oversized rugby shirts have been seen a lot, especially Miu Miu were the ones that kind of kicked this off. But something like that, you need to have the kind of creative vision. So if you're quite a girly person, you do like lots of, I don't know, kind of more pretty skirts or lots of silk fluid trousers. You know, pairing something like this rugby shirt could actually look really cool if you want to make it feel less masculine. And if it's in a colour that you love, then, and you know you'll wear a lot, even just with a pair of jeans and a good belt and some amazing earrings, you've kind of got something that's more interesting than a t-shirt. Just even a cool men's dress shirt. You know, looking for, I've not seen one yet, but even just like a classic tux shirt would look so cool with like a little sheer skirt for a night out. So if you want to add a bit of cool into your wardrobe, then I think the masculine touches are good. In the UK, TK Maxx, they stock this brand a lot, Folk. So it's always one that I'm looking out for. I mean, that feels quite a timeless piece. Little denim, $12.99. I could see that in the summer with a cute little pretty skirt, unbutton it as a jacket. So it's quite good to know what's on your current shopping list. Like, have a list of what's missing in your wardrobe. Like, if you know that you need some little cover-ups, interesting layers, if you need some cool t-shirts, I could definitely do with a few more band t-shirts this year. And I love this kind of slightly off grey feel. I didn't see the back. Oh my god, it's like a space teddy. If you guys got any questions, you know, if you struggle with shopping, why don't you pop them in below? Just ask me, what is it you struggle with shopping? You know, do you find it boring? Like, do you come in somewhere like this and you're just uninspired? Because I think if that's the case, sometimes it's about how we inspire ourselves with, you know, have you got a Pinterest board that you're looking at that you're loving? Have you collected images recently that are exciting you? Because that can sometimes spark off an idea. So that's something to consider. Well, that's really interesting. You do a nice little pale pink t-shirt underneath, some black jeans. But yeah, I think often having that inspiration, you know, images that inspire you can really help you with when you come in here and it doesn't feel like that inspiring. Something to think about is the clothes that either you get muddy or the clothes that you hang out at home in that you never really upgrade and you don't really want to spend any money on. You know, is that something that you could just put a little bit of budget into coming into TK Maxx and trying? Just finding this little Orla Keeley gilet that she's done with regatta. I thought that was quite fun. Something, again, when you're looking at the rail, like I'm looking for print that jumps out or a colour that jumps out. Texture, you know, I scan and try and see if something's a bit more interesting. Love this little fleece. That's definitely something that I would bring home. DKNY Sport, love a bit of neon. $49.99. So Moncrief, this feels like a lovely cashmere zip-up cardigan. Let's see. It's a wool, it's actually not, it's a wool viscose mix, but it feels so soft. Very chic, very timeless. I think the other thing sometimes is just pick a rail and just go through it. You don't have to go through everything. Just trust that if you're meant to find something, it will come to you. A bit like that denim shirt. I did not come in here for that, but it has been on my list for a while. It's like a denim shirt. Again, fun sweatshirt, little sparkle. And cute. Again, just when you're scanning the rail, a little bit of texture popping out. Very pretty, very sweet. Sweet little tank top. Someone that loves your big skirts or high-waisted jeans. You like kind of playful design. Maybe that could be a fun thing. Yeah, I think you have to kind of get into a flow. There's definitely people who love that treasure hunt, and that's kind of what it is. It's like thinking of it in that, like, am I going to find a little gem today? One of the things, just general rule for shopping, if you're not a lover of shopping and you find it harder, or maybe if you are a lover of shopping, do you ever think about when you come shopping? Sometimes, of course, we just have to fit it into our routines, but maybe you can think, well, actually, Monday mornings are so quiet. Why don't I just start giving myself once every 3 months a little Monday morning to go and have a good old mooch around the shops? I think it's a skill we've lost since COVID, having a good old mooch. So maybe it's something to give permission around. We found this really fun little pink, Paige just pulled it out, waterproof, which is good. Quite an elegant coat in the cream. So yeah, I think coats can be a definite thing. For me, dresses is probably something I would avoid. I think for me, dress is just something that you want that's well tailored and quality. So unless they have an individual like designer section, I don't know, I feel less enamored by shopping the dresses. Tell me, do you shop underwear in TK Maxx? Am I missing a trick? I bet you could find some great, I mean, that is a nice seamless bra. Tell me, yeah, do you shop your underwear in TK Maxx? I mean, they are good invisible pants. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's just I need to kind of have a little look here. That's the curious mindset, isn't it? They feel lovely and lightweight. And I love all the different colours for depending on what you're wearing it under. Cute little Laura Ashley set, actually. That's really sweet. Love a little slipper. They're cozy. $7.99. It's a sweet little present, actually. Let's talk shoes. Some little gold loafers. £13. Maybe a bit hard. Could be fun though. Could be fun with this outfit. So hit and miss though. I think that's the other thing. You can't get your hopes up. Just kind of got to see what you find. Okay. So looking out for the brands, we just spotted these high tops. Not something I've seen before. I think they're really lovely. New Balance is one of those brands I use a lot for clients because they have a bit more width on them and they tend to be very comfortable. I love a little high top. As you guys know, they're great. Okay, just found this little cream crossbody bag. I'm always looking for that kind of curved, almost like baguette shape you can kind of have under your arm and that you could just keep your hands free. I think one of the tricks with these crossbody bags is you don't hang too low. Have it so it's like sat at your waist. I feel like this is quite a nice height. I like the fact that we've got the rivets in there too, which adds a bit of interesting texture. What do we think? Nice? But yeah, I have to say it's the only one I liked. Again, hunt through, there might be that one thing. So for every organized wardrobe, you need to have velvet hangers. There has not been a wardrobe I've gone into that I've not recommended it. Velvet hangers will change your experience with your wardrobe, and it sounds like such a silly thing. You think, can hangers make a difference? Yes, but they can. It can make everything feel like a little boutique. Everything is going to be at the same height. Everything is going to have a home. That one hanger is always going to have that one piece of clothing on it, and it just gets the love. It means it doesn't drop off the hanger. Every wardrobe needs some velvet hangers, and you've got a great selection here. I'd always say go for the lighter colors, because again, visually it won't disturb the colors in your wardrobe, but keep it light and bright. So I did not think I'd be finding something today, but I suppose that's the point. You do sometimes come across these little bits, and if you allow yourself to be open to finding yourself a piece that was not on the shopping list but kind of was, and you know will fit into your wardrobe, then just be open to the gems. There will be something for you. Thank you so much for watching. I'd love you to subscribe to this channel so that we can create more of these videos for you. Why not let me know in the comments as well, which shop should I go to next, so that we can help you to have more shopping confidence. I want you to feel visible, I want you to feel yourself, and I want you to feel at ease and at peace with yourself and your style. If you think I can help you, then get in touch and we can book an inquiry call so that we can see if working together would really help you this year.